Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ben. I just thought I'd make this video because basically I was on 30 milligrams of Diazepam, which is also known as Valium in the United States of America, and I was on, at the same time, I was on 1 milligram of Clonazepam, which is known as Clonazepam in the United States of America, and I'm aware in other countries as well. And basically I cold turkeyed both of these medications, which were prescribed to me by my doctor roughly 15 or 16 months ago. And yeah, you might think I'm crazy because I cold turkeyed benzodiazepine medications, but I am actually crazy. I'm psychotic. I got schizophrenia, but yeah, it might cause me to be a bit weird to want to cold turkey these benzos. But yeah, I did it, and I have not died as of yet. And I also stopped drinking alcohol in, well, quite significant amounts at a similar point of time. And I went through some absolutely hellish times, as in being homeless, having my middle teeth removed with a pair of pliers, having my teeth bent round with a pair of pliers, being homeless, living in a tent in the freezing weather, in the freezing winter in England. And I ended up 4 months on remand in HMP Exeter in a jail in southwest England for something I don't believe I intended to do because I was psychotic at the time, hence I was schizophrenia. And I did not mean to do what they say I did, and I have almost zero recollection of the incident whatsoever anymore, because my mental health has deteriorated substantially since I cold turkeyed 80 ml of methadone and 30 mg of diazepam, 1 mg of clonazepam, 15 or 16 months ago, I should say. Basically, my withdrawal symptoms from diazepam cold turkey consisted of insomnia, i.e. I couldn't sleep. Probably this sleeplessness went on for 3, 4, 5 months. I had hardly any sleep. It took me a very, very long time to get my sleep back to any kind of condition where it was remotely bearable in order to get completely with it in the day. It took me 5 months, nearly half a year to get my sleep back to normal. And yeah, that's quite a long time. That's why you shouldn't cold turkey benzos. But obviously the most common reason for not wanting to cold turkey benzos is the significant risk, if you're physically dependent, of course, i.e. you've used benzodiazepine medications for 4 months or more every day. If you've taken benzos like diazepam, lorazepam, temazepam, nitrazepam, or alprazolam, which is also known as Xanax in the United Kingdom, if you've taken any of the aforementioned medications for more than 4 weeks every day, then you might not want to cold turkey benzos because you could have a physical dependency to this type of medication, and therefore you could have, well, your physical dependency could lead to seizures on abrupt withdrawal, and then, well, you could actually die in the worst case scenario, to be honest, same as alcohol withdrawal. Basically, benzos work by calming your brain down, by enhancing I think, don't quote me on this, but the amount of gamma and euphoric acid in your brain, and benzos basically work by having a calming effect on your brain. And basically, you'll tell at the moment that I am not a calm person, and this is me at my calmest because of my drug withdrawal. And yeah, it's difficult cold turkey and benzos. If not, some people will find it impossible, and I do not recommend cold turkey and benzos. Don't quote me on wanting to quote cold turkey benzos, because I do not recommend it to anyone at all who is physically dependent on benzodiazepines. So please do not cold turkey benzos. Consult your doctor before even trying to withdraw slightly from benzo if you have a physical dependency on benzos, because you could die. Yeah, it's not to be recommended. I could well have died from my benzo cold turkey, and I am still very shaky, restless, anxious, nervous, And this video is not exactly easy to make in my current state of mind, having been off Diazepam and Clonazepam for 16 months now. I was on Benzodiazepines, for something like 19 or 20 years. I was prescribed them every day by various doctors, i.e. in the United Kingdom they're called GPs, general practitioners, like your family doctor, known as a general practitioner, a GP. And yeah, they prescribed me it for anxiety, alcohol withdrawal, insomnia. Like I was prescribed Diazepam, which is called Mogadon in the United States of America and maybe Australia as well. I was prescribed this benzodiazepine medication for insomnia, and I was prescribed Diazepam, which is known as Valium, for alcohol withdrawal, and I was prescribed Lorazepam, which is known as Ativan in the United States of America, maybe Australia and other countries, for anxiety, I think. And yeah, any benzo should not be cold turkeyed. And I was buying Xanax, which is known as alprazolam in the countries I said before, and I was using this for mainly anxiety. And I was also prescribed Diazepam, which is known as Mogadon in those countries, for my anxiety, alcohol withdrawal, insomnia, which I think for 2 of those conditions it can actually be used for when prescribed by a doctor. Maybe not alcohol withdrawal, but Diazepam is good for anxiety and insomnia. And I've also cold turkeyed Zopiclone, which is known as, yeah, what is Zopiclone known as? I can't remember what Zopiclone is known as now, but Zolpidem, which is known as Ambien, is a similar sedative hypnotic, non-benzodiazepine sedative hypnotic benzodiazepine medication, which is a medication which is not intended for long-term use, 4 weeks or less, but has benzodiazepine, i.e. Diazepam or Lorazepam-like effects, and should not be cold turkeyed. Abrupt withdrawal can lead to rebound insomnia, rebound anxiety, rebound, well, things like that, not seizures. I know my anxiety got a lot worse when I stopped the Zopiclone, because I was prescribed Zopiclone 17, 18, 19 years, about the same time as the Diazepam and Lorazepam, Diazepam, Temazepam, all of those PAMs. Anything ending in PAM is likely to be a benzodiazepine medication, which is likely to be a sedative hypnotic, which, well, they are addictive. Sedative hypnotic medications, whether it's a benzodiazepine or non-benzodiazepine medication, they're always addictive. Yeah, so do not cold turkey them. Always consult your doctor. If your doctor reckons you can cold turkey it, then I would still be wary of what he says, or he or she says, but yeah. If you've been on it 4 weeks or longer, then you'll probably be suggested a taper off it, 10% a week or whatever they say. But if you've been on it 4 weeks or less, then you might not have to taper off it, because that is called short-term use. So you might not build up a physical dependency with 4 weeks of use or less of everyday usage of taking a benzodiazepine, i.e. Diazepam, Lorazepam, Diazepam, Temazepam, alprazolam every day. I should have said all alprazolam, which is known as Xanax in the United Kingdom as its trade name rather than a generic name, which the generic name is known as in the United States of America and Australia as alprazolam. Yeah, anyway, I've cold turkeyed 80 ml of methadone for 15 or 16 months too, which is why I'm so on edge and restless. So yeah, I don't really recommend cold turkeying any of these medications. Always consult your doctor. Thanks for watching this video. Hope this helps. Thank you very much. Goodbye for now.